You're watching Section 1 basketball on News 12 Varsity. This is the Section 1 Class A Girls Basketball Final from the Westchester County Center in White Plains, featuring a pair of teams with 17 wins on the season. It's Somers and Eastchester for the gold ball. Hello everyone, welcome with Kevin Devaney Jr. I'm David Resnick. The usual suspects over the past half decade in Class A, those are not the last two teams standing. Rye, the defending champ, out before the county center. Ursuline and Albertus Magnus in AA. And so it has opened up the door for either Somers or Eastchester to claim the gold ball.
Before the year started, I was asked, who's the best team in Class A in Section 1 in girls? I said, I have no idea. We're going to see how things emerge. No real one team emerged with Albertus Magnus moving to AA. And here we are, two teams left. One of them's going to win a gold ball and end a title drought.
For Eastchester, their last win coming in the early 90s, they are led by a 1,000-point scorer in Cassidy Mitchell.
Cassidy Mitchell, a junior outside shooter. You know, when she got going in that semifinal win for Eastchester, that's when the whole game changed. They knocked off the number one seed Panis along the way. Cassidy Mitchell knocking down three-point shots. She's got to get open, but I think that Somers is going to defend her on the perimeter. She might have to go mid-range more if she's going to be effective tonight.
For Somers, history-making, just reaching the final round. Who do the Tuskers need tonight to pull out a win?
You know, when you're Somers, you want to lean on a veteran. They don't really have a lot of veterans. They're so young. Hannah Angelini, one of those players, a sophomore, really a stuffing player, a girl who could do so many different things with the basketball, defensively. She needs to play a complete game, and Somers is going to be the team that, you know, along the way, they were the number 2 seed. Some thought that they were the best team. Angelini's got to lead them to that title.
A new team will be lifting the gold ball tonight. Eastchester and Somers play for a Section 1 Class A title on News 12 Varsity.
On March 12th, starting at 11 a.m., watch the best of Long Island high school basketball battle for the right to be called champions. Live on Channel 14. This doubleheader begins at 11 a.m. with the Class A Finals, followed by the Class AA Finals at 1:30 p.m. Watch the best of Long Island high school basketball live on the big screen on Optimum Channel, Channel 14.
Back to the Westchester County Center for the Section 1 Class A Girls Basketball Championship. Eastchester, the 5 seed at 17-6. Lindsay Farley in her 3rd season as head coach out of Preston. 2003 graduate before moving on to play collegiately at Lemoyne, and this is the starting 5 for the Eagles. In addition to Mitchell, Julie Murtaugh and Lauren Gracia are double-figure scorers. Somers, the number 2 seed, in search of their first ever section championship. For Mark Hatton, in his first season leading Somers, previously led Ardsley to a Section 1 Class B final. As for the starting lineup for Somers, Hannah Angelini with 18 points, 7 rebounds, the leading scorer for the Tuskers as they scored 38 points in a victory over Tappan Zee in the semifinals. Somers in the white with the opening possession.
Two teams with very contrasting styles. Somers is really more of a grinded, defensive-minded team. Eastchester wants to get up and down the floor, shoot from the three-point line. See an empty possession here to start for Somers.
Ashley Anello the rebound. Gracia wants to run. Mitchell already a 1,000-point scorer as a junior. Airballs her first attempt. Off target for Mitchell. Eastchester last won a section title 1991. At that point, they did not play championship week for the girls here in the county center. Angelini, no. Penzo after the offensive rebound. And a block inside by Fiona Tehan.
Tehan just following Hannah Angelini inside there, and just knowing that she goes over with that strong left hand, just followed her in, made a nice play on the basketball for the block. And Eastchester was undersized against Walter Panis in the semifinals and really looked like they were going to be overwhelmed on the interior, especially on the glass in that semifinal matchup. They adjusted, though, and it helped that they made shots. 7 3-pointers made in the semifinals.
Last year's champ, Rye, knocked out by Somers. And a travel against the Tuskers.
Travel on Ferguson there and shuffled her feet. Seen some early game jitters. 4th game today, Dave, and we've seen it in now all 4 of them.
Not out of you, though. I don't know how you do it.
I never get jitters. I get late game jitters more.
Tehan terminates the dribble, gets it back, up with it. And Fiona Tehan to the line. When Lindsay Farley took over, it is now her 3rd season, she was a rookie coach with a starting lineup that had 2 freshmen, a sophomore, and an 8th grader. And her approach was that she wanted a clean slate. As Tehan hits the free throw, the administration at Eastchester offered her game tape of the previous season. She declined. She wanted to start from the beginning, and now in year 3, she has those young players matured into upperclassmen, some of them, and playing for a gold ball.
She took over a program that really didn't have any recent history. No trips to the county center, as you know, and diving in there, and the ball's off the mark. Mitchell gets it back up. And she had a lot of expectation because she was told before she even got to see one player play what the group coming up was like and how talented they were. And this could be a championship team, which for a first-year coach could be a little disconcerting to start and hear that from the program, but she's got them to this level now.
Angelini, step back 3, no. A collision between 2 Tuskers allows Eastchester to run on the break. Gracia to the line.
And Angelini.
No, travel, sorry.
Angelini and a teammate collided, and now she has maybe blood, but she's clearly. And Mark Adams. Yeah, Mark Adams pleading that she has blood. We have to stop this game, and the blood is really coming down now. And that was just a collision with a teammate. We've seen some of the most violent collisions of today have been in the girls' games. Marie Durkin and Kayla Harris left bruises on each other, the way that they bodied and fought inside. And then now we're seeing that here as well as Somers Eastchester going for loose balls.
Eastchester with the early lead, 3 minutes in. How tough did those 2 play? Durkin and Harris.
I mean, it was amazing. And Harris really, put the team on her back in that 3rd quarter and part of that 4th. Andra Espinoza-Hunter didn't have her usual shooting game. Another block by Tehan.
One of these teams trying to join Ossining, Irvington, and Haldane in the Section 1 winner circle. Tie up, possession to Eastchester. Into Tehan, no good. The follow is short from Anello. Somers couldn't control. A couple of passionate fan bases here for Somers and Eastchester. You can see in that picture the Tuskers support section.
Somers athletes have spoiled their fans this school year, winning state championships in boys soccer and in football.
Murtaugh the steal. Up to Mitchell. And a look inside for the layup.
And
Garcia.
Eastchester has to recognize that no matter what, they're sending 2 defenders on the perimeter to Cassidy Mitchell, and she does a good job of giving the ball up and playing the numbers game inside. But that play was really all started by Julie Murtaugh.
Think about Somers in their recent section titles in girls soccer, girls lacrosse, and now basketball trying to join the party. DeCintio in and out. Eastchester ball. Eastchester filling up 3 sections behind the basket, rivaling the output of the Red Sea of Tappan Zee in the boys A final. Angelini, deep 3, no good.
You know, Dave, you talk about fan bases coming out, and sometimes fan bases get spoiled. And, you know, Byram Hills, I remember the first time they made it to the county center, I believe it was 5 years ago. They made it, the first championship they won.
2011.
2011. Oh, my goodness. More than 5
I know,
years ago.
right?
And just the number of people that came. And then as the years went on, they got a little less and less because the novelty wore off. So the novelty's there right now for Eastchester and Somers. But Eastchester might get close to the number of fans that Tappan Zee brought. All in white. This would have been something I would have done when I was in high school.
I think you would have been in the Penguin suit.
I would have been more of a hot dog guy on the other side.
Penzo, in and out dribble, stepping back, no. Battle for the rebound, a loose ball foul against the Tuskers.
Tough call against Somers. And get the basket there, and so Somers is going to set the full court pressure.
Mitchell draws the foul.
It's going to go against Angelini. And it's funny, David, we just watched, this is our 4th game of the day together. We just watched that sort of play and a whole lot more contact go for no call. I mean, the Tappan Zee and Lourdes in the second half mauled each other. And as you said, I think your quote was that Kevin Lynch would have to basically commit some sort of crime.
Correct.
To get a 4th foul.
In the first half.
In the first half, yeah. And in the second half, they called nothing. So people on Twitter have asked me, you know, what did you think about the officiating? And I thought the first half, I thought it wasn't very good. Too many whistles. In the second half, I think there was enough whistles. So I'm going to be easy to please as Cassidy Mitchell takes a free throw, and Somers still scoreless.
Another early whistle. It got to the point where you have to wonder what actually constituted a foul, to the point where they just decided that any type of contact that did not result in blood would not be called. Anello the steal. Garcia, contact, no call. Angelini hops and traveled.
Great job there for Eastchester in transition for Ashley Anello to get back, get in position, and disrupt the lane to the basket enough where Angelini travels. More full court pressure for Somers. They get a turnover.
Penzo looking for an opening. Off balance shot, Angelini. Eastchester's ball. Somers still scoreless. Calls for time. Under 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Good ball movement. T-hand can't connect. DeCintio off balance, just throws it up. Fiona T-hand has done a nice job controlling the defensive glass. Out of bounds to Somers.
Nicole Petrillo was wide open underneath, and they got her the ball, but she just couldn't finish.
One and a quarter minutes to go. Somers trying to break the seal on the basket to our left. Good defense on Angelini. Shot clock violation.
Haven't seen many of those today or this week at all. A lot of the teams that get here, they play very up-tempo. Good job by the Eastchester defense to kind of lull Somers there.
Petrillo inside, facing the basket, no. T-hand, throws it up, no. Gets her own miss, held ball.
And Eastchester bench is livid. They thought that for sure should have been a foul. And Somers needs something here. It's very unnerving to see a 0 on the board. You know, we talked about this in an earlier game about Spencer Mayfield, the White Plains boys coach, about how he has the same nightmare before every season that he's ever coached, that his team won't score a point. It's living out here right now for Somers.
Drive to the basket. And Hannah and Angelini puts Somers on the board. And despite not scoring for 7+ minutes, they're to within 2.
They cut the deficit in half.
My abacus will still work for this score. As they say, you go into broadcasting because you're not good at math. Mitchell, end of the quarter, gets her own miss, and a held ball right at the end. But the expiration of the first 8 minutes had already occurred. 4-2 Eastchester, one of these teams making history. Gold ball at stake. Section 1 Class A final on News 12 Varsity.
On March 11th, starting at 5 p.m., watch the best of New Jersey high school basketball battle for the right to be called champions, live on Channel 14.
At the buzzer, good!
This doubleheader begins at 5 p.m. with the non-public B finals, followed by the non-public A finals at 7 p.m. Watch the best of New Jersey high school basketball live on the big screen on Optimum Channel, Channel 14.
4-2 the lead for Eastchester. Section 1 Class A final. Welcome back to the Westchester County Center with Kevin Devaney Jr., David Resnick, Colby Nelson, and Chris Karen, our producers. Defensive first quarter. Cassidy Mitchell throws inside T-hand. T-hand fights for it back. Liv Lipsky had the rebound, and here comes Jackie Penzo. Turnover, back to Eastchester.
Shot clock didn't start. Now remember, this is a Somers team that held Tappan to 18 points. So this is kind of the way Somers plays. They're very good interior on the defensive end. They slow it down the pace. They make basketball kind of tough to watch sometimes.
Would tonight be one of those occasions?
Oh, we're so early.
So now a conference of officials. 2 seconds came off the game clock, but 2 seconds did not come off the shot clock. Foul on the floor. Tehan got hit.
Second foul, number 11, Lipsky, reverse, team's first.
Mitchell off glass.
It's a nice cut there for Cassidy Mitchell. Catch the ball on her left side, turn and square, and get that ball up and in.
Lipsky, a deep three. Mitchell driving, leaning in, no. Somers with a chance to take the lead. Penzo got tripped. It's a foul on Mitchell. Picked up by Anello, 1-on-2. Anello fading away, high off the glass.
And I'm thinking Anello's just going to take it out and reset, and instead she's going 1-on-2 and goes off high off the glass.
Another three. This is Angelini.
You knew as poorly as they were offensively to start that it wasn't going to last.
Well, the seal has been broken. Murtaugh. This is an outburst.
Looks more like basketball now. I do think it was a lot to do with nerves.
Rosenzweig off balance. Full court look from Somers. Eastchester breaks it easily. Mitchell caught it on the run. Mitchell's got 3 in the first half. 3-point Eastchester lead. Penzo got hit.
Eastchester foul number 20, Ashley Anello. First personal, second team foul.
Pull-up is good. Hannah Angelini.
They're giving Angelini too much space defensively. She did step out and knock down a 3, which good job by her, but let it get into the lane. Eastchester's defense got to lock in.
Had 18 points, 7 rebounds, and that 20-point win over Tappan Z. Tehan can't finish. Well off. Murtaugh. Eastchester keeping it alive. Tehan got hit, no call. Off target for 3. Lipsky had made one earlier this quarter.
It's following the same pattern of officiating. They called everything early in the A boys game. Now they're not calling anything. They want to let them play, which is, I think, the number one thing. I don't have a problem with this.
Anello pull up. In and out for Rosenzweig. Garcia tees it up. Good for 3. 14-10 for the Eagles.
Eastchester's bench has been vital this year, and obviously Cassidy Mitchell and Julie Murtaugh do a majority of the scoring, but the benches come in here and hit big shots.
Penzo knocked down.
The Eastchester foul is 13, Cassidy Mitchell. It's her second personal 13 foul.
Second foul against Mitchell.
Brooks goes back in for Somers, and for Eastchester number 10, Nicole Patrullo returns to the game, replacing Cassidy Mitchell.
So Mitchell has to sit with 2 fouls with 3:22 remaining in the half. Nicole Petrillo coming back in. Somers probably a little bit deeper than Eastchester. Eagles played just 7 in their semifinal win, taking down top-seeded Walter Panis. In their own right, had gone over a decade without making it to the county center.
Somers foul number 1, Jackie Penzo.
Let's go, Eagles!
Team second.
Good play off the inbound, but Murtaugh couldn't hit the layup. So Somers has it back, down by 4. Angelini, and now Penzo got fouled again with an aggressive drive.
Eastchester foul number 20, Ashley Annell. That's her second personal foul. Eastchester has 14.
Lipsky. Seven seconds to shoot. Angelini driving in. Petrillo with 2 blocks and a save to Murtaugh. Here comes Eastchester on the break. Gracia, no. 2-on-2 the other way for Somers. Lipsky. Another block, Petrillo. And out of bounds to the Tuskers.
Fiona Tehan, Gabby Petrillo, blocking shots all over here.
An unbelievable defensive display for Nicole Petrillo. 3 blocks on the last 2 possessions. It falls to Anello. Into the paint and a foul. Nicole Petrillo, just a sophomore.
Penzo, her second, team's third. On the line for the Eagles, number 20, Ashley Annell, shooting 2.
Angelini, no. Kick out Lipsky. High rebound, Anello.
Nell's been rebounding very well.
Murtaugh denied.
I haven't seen this many blocks in the girls' game. Olivia Lipsky on that one.
Penzo strong to her left side, and a foul.
Against Tehan.
Eastchester foul number 24 for the Eagle team. For first, team's fifth. Jackie Penzo, 2 shots.
Penzo, through the distraction of the Eastchester fan base, makes the free throw. Give a lot of credit to Eagles Nation. Fred DiCarlo saying, when I ran into him prior to the game, Eastchester likes a winner.
He's been here, he's been in championship game before. Lost to Walter Panis.
In 2014 and back-to-back County Center appearances. 40 seconds to go, Somers down by 3. Angelini, wide left. A battle for the loose ball. And a held ball, possession arrow to Somers.
Possession stays with Somers.
Let's go, Eagles!
Tehan comes up with the steal. Shot clock off. Garcia driving in, and it falls. Eastchester extending its lead to 5. A 17-12 halftime advantage for Eastchester, heading into the locker room for the Eagles. Gold ball on the line here at the County Center. 5-point lead at the break on News 12 Varsity.
On March 12th, starting at 11 a.m., watch the best of Long Island high school basketball battle for the right to be called champions. Live on Channel 14. This doubleheader begins at 11 a.m. with the Class A Finals, followed by the Class AA Finals at 1:30 p.m. Watch the best of Long Island high school basketball live on the big screen on Optimum Channel, Channel 14.
Start of the third quarter back at the Westchester County Center, and Fiona Tehan opens up the period with a lay-in.
Underhand lay-in there. Something we haven't seen Eastchester do all that much. Somers has blocked a lot of shots. Eastchester's blocked more shots, and right there the underhand finish for Tehan to get things started.
Good for 3. Danny DeCintio, her first field goal. Three straight possessions with field goals. Julie Murtaugh. DeCintio aggressive here, drawing the foul. Minute gone by into the third quarter with Kevin Devaney Jr., David Resnick, Colby Nelson, and Chris Karen, our producers for this evening's Section 1 Class A championship. And 2 for DeCintio. Tehan, count it, +1.
It's been a quiet night shooting from the outside for Eastchester, including Cassidy Mitchell. She missed the 3, but Tehan is fighting on the interior, gets the board, gets the putback, and the foul. Somers just can't prevent her from getting her positioning inside.
DeCintio, 3 off the iron.
Good job, B. Good rebound.
Here comes Mitchell in transition. Mitchell had her shot altered, saved it on the baseline to Lipsky. Mitchell with just 3 points. Came out of the game with foul trouble. Penzo to the rim.
Strong drive there by Penzo. Had a lane there for all the shots that Somers had blocked. They finally get one back. Back to within 5, 6 minutes left in this third.
Open look. It's an air ball for Murtaugh.
I think I'm looking around right now to see who else has been here for all 26 games this week. It's a few people. I've been here for every minute of every game. Proud to say.
You got a reprieve by only 2 games on Friday.
Oh, that was like a half day. Yeah, it was a half day instead of only having 4 games, having 2. With last state championship game obviously getting canceled.
What do you think that list is? Less than 10?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the problem is if you start counting employees of the building, you're going to get probably above 10. But for the most part,
It's a badge of honor, isn't it?
it is. We have a club. We meet on Tuesdays.
During County Center Week?
All year round. Put back basket there for
Mitchell
Eastchester.
stayed with it.
And I wondered how they were going to handle themselves on the glass. And I wasn't really questioning it after what they did against Panis. More so, they just made shots against Panis, the low-scoring game, yet they're still getting the work done inside, sharing the rebounding load. The travel, another turnover for Somers.
Let's go, Eagles!
25-18 Eastchester. Anello on the move. Penzo has the rebound. Numbers for Somers. Penzo to the rim. Timeout, Mark Haddam. 5-point game. Full timeout taken by Somers. And so earlier today, I said as Eastchester had a near and dear connection to your heart, seeing that you are an Eagle alum, that I was going to try to work
Yeah, this connection.
New Rochelle into this broadcast, which is where I'm from.
Okay.
So I found this out just yesterday, so I didn't try that hard. Mark Haddam is a grad of Cardozo.
Okay.
Played for the legendary Ron Niclario
Yes.
in the early 90s. He played with Rafer Alston, Skip to my Lou, NBA player. And he also played with David Duke, who is the head coach.
Yes.
Different David Duke.
Of course.
Head coach at Adelphi. Former grad assistant
Yes.
at Hofstra, former assistant at Fordham under Tapacora.
He's actually recruited a lot of kids in this area, yes.
David Duke's father is the legendary Ron Duke, who was my elementary school band teacher.
Wait, you think this is a connection to you?
Yeah, it's
This
connected.
is like, I mean, I can walk around the building and find 20 people I know every day.
Listen, I'm just looking for equity on the broadcast, okay?
Well, that is it. First of all, the most interesting part of that is that he played for Ron Niclario, who
Yeah.
absolute one of the greatest coaches in state history. One of the crazier. A guy I follow
Yes.
on Twitter. I don't follow many people at I don't know how old he is, but at his age, who are as funny on Twitter as he is.
He's almost Bob Cimino-like, with more humor.
Yeah. Samino's a funny guy to talk to in person. Niclario, you just read his tweets, and I actually kind of get, if I get bored, I go back and read some.
Rebound inside, Rosenzweig. DeCintio blocked.
Her
Tehan.
Her 4th block for Tehan.
So I spoke with Coach had him on his way to see Hamilton, the Broadway show. which his sister and brother-in-law were in town from California to go see it. I never got the chance to ask him a review.
I laughed because he told me about how he went to go see Hamilton last night on Broadway. The first thing he said to me, he goes, "What'd you think of Hamilton?" And I'm like, well, I'm not surprised they lost at North Salem. And then, the girls he goes, I'm talking about the play, the musical.
Said it was good to get his mind off of basketball. Although this was planned weeks ago as Somers traveled.
I laughed. I said, I said, you're lucky. I said, you don't get Hamilton tickets, a couple days before. So you did not necessarily believe you were going to get this far? And he said, no, I just never checked the dates. I never checked to see when the county center was. I said, you're lucky that it was on Saturday night, not Sunday night.
Ironically, when he had Ardsley in the county center and lost to Irvington, that was a Saturday evening affair. Good drive to the basket. And that's Lauren Gracia with the hoop. And a 7-point Eastchester lead.
Work hard. Let's go, Ash. Let's go.
Crescentio has been a catalyst in this third quarter for Somers. All game, Angelini with 9. Tehan, high-low to the cutter. Murtaugh got too far underneath the basket. Now under 3 minutes to go in the third. Angelini left it short. Battle for the rebound. Anello down to the hardwood, helped up by both friend and foe.
First personal 13 foul.
Let's go, Ash.
Held ball. Possession arrow. No.
Let's go, Eagles. Rebound.
Out of bounds to the Eagles. 2:15 to go in this third quarter. Bounced on the sideline.
Let's go, Eagles. Let's go, Eagles.
Ashley Anello dumps inside. Tehan turns to the basket. Count it, +1.
Man, has Tehan been good. Just under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Another clutch basket and foul, trying to convert an N1. Somers has had no answer inside. We saw Eastchester rain threes in their win over Walter Panis in the semis, and now they're just going inside to Tehan, letting her do the work.
Free throw good. Still marveling at the fan support for Eastchester. Rosenzweig, kick out, Angelini, just short. Tehan controls the rebound. Mitchell driving, hand check. The way that Fiona Tehan has controlled the glass, big difference for Eastchester as they lead by 8. Full timeout taken by Eastchester. And head coach Lindsay Farley, who took over the program at the time not known for its girls basketball. Went 10-8 in the regular season in her first year, improved in year 2 by winning a playoff game. And then this year, advancing all the way to the championship, leading by 8 in the third quarter. Cassidy Mitchell missing the first of 2. Somers over the limit. She misses both. Tehan diving on the ground, and Nello mixing it up with Rosenzweig and DeCintio of Somers. Tehan, push shot. Approaching a minute to go in the third. Eastchester has extended a 5-point halftime lead to 8. Good drive to the basket for Jackie Penzo.
Psychologically, you feel like Somers can't go down 10 because just the way that they haven't scored the ball today at all. See, good fight here for the basketball as well, and a jump ball. But just psychologically, you needed to stop there in the last possession. You needed a basket here. Keep it manageable going into the fourth.
Extra possession here after the held ball with the possession arrow in Somers' favor. Rosenzweig makes it just a 3-point game.
And she slid her foot. Fiorentina slid her foot after that shot. You knew Somers was going to make a push here. Eastchester shooting up 8 and a swing, now down only by 3 on the Tuskers.
5 straight. Shot clock off. 1 possession game. Clear out for Angelini. Foul on the floor with 3.9 seconds to go.
Well, Dave, we've had 3 classics to start here. Why not a 4th?
Certainly a good stage for it. Rosenzweig blocked again. Tehan. Penzo tries to follow it up. And here we go, heading to the 4th. And a 1-possession game. 30-27. Good charge by Somers. Scoring 5 in a row to end the third quarter. 30-27. Eastchester with the lead over Somers. To the 4th quarter we go on News 12 Varsity.
On March 12th, starting at 11 a.m., watch the best of Long Island high school basketball battle for the right to be called champions. Live on Channel 14. This doubleheader begins at 11 a.m. with the Class A Finals, followed by the Class AA Finals at 1:30 p.m. Watch the best of Long Island high school basketball live on the big screen on Optimum Channel, Channel 14.
Fourth and final quarter of Game 4 from Championship Sunday.
That's a rough start for Somers. All ball. They call a foul. Foul called against Lipsky, and she said, I got the whole ball, and she's 100% right. Tough foul call to start the fourth.
30-27, Eastchester leads. Tehan at the line. No good. With Kevin Devaney Jr., David Resnick, Colby Nelson, Chris Karen, our producers. This Section 1 Class A final flying by. Mitchell battling Rosenzweig for the rebound. Tehan there, ties it up.
The way Eastchester plays, I mean, the number of jump balls they've had in their 2 games here this week.
Low-scoring game you would think favors Somers based off of the semifinal result, but Eastchester has the lead as Penzo is going to the line.
Third personal, first team foul.
Mark Haddam sending out a signal. They're going to go to full court pressure here after a make, but they miss it. So, out of bounds off Tehan.
One of 2 at the line. Lipsky would have given Somers the lead. Penzo the offensive rebounds. DeCintio crossover, beautiful feed inside, but Rosenzweig couldn't convert. Tehan is down in agony.
And that is the last person Eastchester can lose tonight.
7:18 to go, fourth quarter. 2-point lead for Eastchester, injury time.
Tehan being helped up to her feet now by assistant coach and trainer, and she doesn't look like a player who's going to be returning anytime soon. 7:18 left, and the player, especially tonight, that Eastchester can ill afford to lose.
Not putting any pressure on that right ankle. She hops her way, assisted off the floor. Petrillo traveled.
They beat the pressure. They got over the top. Petrillo just couldn't stay on her feet.
DeCintio for the lead. It's a 3 for Somers.
The freshman showing the guts with the three-point shot there. Just to take that shot is one thing, but to make it, now the ball knocked loose in the backcourt. Eastchester gets it across.
Timeout, Eastchester.
First lead of the game for Somers.
6:43 to go. 31-30, Somers takes the lead. Daniela Biancardi checking in for Eastchester for the first time. This is Mitchell in the paint, scoring out of the timeout.
She's going to assume the number 5 spot on the floor for Eastchester at both ends. Cassidy Mitchell with Fiona Tehan out, and right there she scores right away.
Tehan out, Anello also being looked at on the bench. Penzo gets her own miss. Out to DeCintio, who hits another 3.
Not sure how Penzo stayed in bounds to keep that play alive.
DeCintio with the last 6 for Somers, just a freshman. And the daughter of the Somers boys head coach. That shot blocked. Petrillo after it. A fight for the ball. And it's tied up.
And what a play defensively for Somers, for Olivia Lipsky, the junior.
Timeout called by Somers. 5:54 to go. Tuskers by 2. Eastchester trails by 2. Mitchell on the pull-up, in and out. Petrillo had the rebounds, but got tied up there. Danny DeCintio has come alive in the second half. Scoops it to Penzo. Penzo takes a hard bump from Petrillo.
Eastchester foul number 10 to call Petrillo, her second
One of two, Penzo, 3-point lead. Somers scored 38 on Thursday in a win over Tappan Zee. 38 might be enough again to win the gold ball. Tuskers building off of the best season in school history a season ago. Petrillo another rebound, but Somers comes up with the steal. Eastchester got it right back momentarily, and now it's the Tuskers up the floor.
Gonna slow it down here on this possession. They know they have Eastchester on their heels. 3-point shot, looked like it was going in, and we're seeing Fiona Tehan going back to the table to check back in.
DeCintio crossover. And a foul.
Nearly a travel.
Eastchester foul number 21, Danielle McCartney, her first.
DeCintio makes the free throw. 11 points all in the second half. Fiona Tehan back into the game. Both a physical and spiritual lift to the Eagles as they now trail by 5.
I was talking with Coach DeCintio, Chris DeCintio, the head coach of Somers boys basketball the other night, and he came over and he had a scowl on his face. He says, "My son was a starter on a state football championship team. My daughter's playing for a section championship in basketball. I can't win anything." And of course, he's obviously very proud saying those words.
But geez, he's bringing down the family.
It's like the genetics on the wife's side must be pretty good. That's what I'm hoping for. Tehan looks sharp, but in her absence, they lost the lead. Now they're down 5.
Tehan noticeably hobbling. Mitchell, short. Tehan, offensive rebound and a foul.
You see what you're missing without Fiona Tehan on the floor before, the offensive rebounds, and she's able to not only get them, but draw contact. She had 2 and 1 chances earlier, and now just going to the line for 2 free throws.
Two free throws for Fiona Tehan. Penzo, too strong. And then Penzo commits the rebound, commits the foul, going after the rebound.
4th foul on Penzo. She's had 2 in the last 19 seconds.
Your database is a lot larger than mine, but can you think of a championship Saturday or Sunday you've covered where every game came down to the 4th? Murtaugh, ring it up, tied at 37.
And who would have thought this game might be the best of them?
It was 4-2 Eastchester after the first quarter.
Yeah, we're going to forget about the first quarter.
Just tracking the game. And now we are deadlocked at 37. Rosenzweig answers.
The decibel level of the county center being tested here today.
What a day. Mitchell driving. Eastchester ball. I mean, really, 4 games coming down to the final minute. One of them going to overtime so far.
So far. As I said, this is my 103rd quarter of basketball this week.
Feehan puts it in. Fiona Teehan. 1-point game with 3 minutes to go. DeCintio percolating in the second half. Teehan has the rebound. She has an ankle injury that she's playing through. 5th foul against Somers. That sends Eastchester to the line to shoot free throws. So both Teehan and Anello back on the floor after being looked at by the athletic trainer. We're tied at 40. Lipsky off the back of the iron, long rebound. Mitchell has it. She's triple teamed and fouled.
Got to be careful if you're Somers. That was not a great call. It was a tough foul. She was trapped in the corner, 3 defenders around her. Was there contact? Was there enough for a call at this point of the game regardless? Danielle DeCintio became very close to getting a tee.
A 1,000-point scorer as a junior. Cassidy Mitchell averages 20 points per game. She's been held in check with just 8. But these 2 clutch free throws puts Eastchester in front. 42-40, Eagles. DeCintio, the freshman. Now Penzo. Angelini on the baseline to Eastchester. Full court pressure by the Tuskers. Eastchester does need to break midcourt by 10 seconds. Errant pass. DeCintio is there. Angelini splitting the defense. Euro step in the paint. And a foul on the floor. Last foul to give for Eastchester. Next one by the Eagles sends Somers to the line.
I'm not sure if that was a Euro step, Dave. Looked like a little bit of a travel. Timeout Eastchester, 2:07 left and a 2-point lead.
Timeout taken by Lindsay Farley. Both teams with 3 timeouts left. And 2:07 remaining in a back and forth 4th quarter for the Class A gold ball. .207 to go, pass intercepted. Or excuse me, it's Eastchester ball.
I actually wondered myself on that play.
Up ahead, Somers. Open 4 lay-in, 42 all.
Just lost track of her. Under 2 minutes now. Oh, we've knocked away, not a foul. Moving the 5th on Lipsky. Excuse me. Well, would have been number 5 on Penzo, excuse me.
30-second timeout taken by Somers. Tied at 42. Eastchester ball in a tie game. Under 2 minutes to go in the 4th. Anello uses the screen. Anello turns the corner, gets to the rim, +1. Ashley Anello, a chance at a three-point play.
Absolute total control by Ashley Anello from the time she inbounded that ball, got it back from Cassidy Mitchell. She had a plan, and that plan was to set the defense up, go one direction, go back around the other, drive, hope to draw contact. She got the best of both worlds with the contact, a foul, and the basket.
Three-point play, three-point lead. Just a sophomore. DeCintio, a freshman, gets to the rim. DeCintio with 14, all of them in the second half. Mitchell driving, takes a bump, no call. Tehan traveled.
Petrillo got a rebound, got it to Tehan, and Tehan just both feet jumped forward. So 1:07 left now, Somers basketball.
Angelini driving. Somers retains.
And they're letting them play here now on the interior.
Thrown into Penzo. Somers down by 1. Inside of a minute to play. Penzo throws, Rosenzweig. Kick out, DeCintio. Front of the iron. Saved, Somers, extra possession. In and out. Jump ball, possession arrow, Eastchester.
And Eastchester was livid. They wanted a timeout. The problem is Lindsay Farley's voice, this one talking to her, it's not going to project very well. She couldn't get the timeout called. So instead, jump ball.
Eastchester losing the possession arrow. 1 point game, 45-44. Eastchester has the lead. We've seen matchups, of traditional powers against upstarts, but to have a meeting between two teams where the gold ball would be such a novelty for that school, I think we've seen both teams supported very well tonight, and both teams play extremely hard.
Eastchester boys hadn't been to the County Center before they had their run. Jack Daly leading the way, now having a great career in college. They hadn't been to the County Center in 30 years. And Eastchester had basically a crop of talented athletes on the female side come through in 1990. Elise Seufer, Bonnie Bell led them to 2 state softball championships and led them to that what's become an elusive gold ball in girls hoops. But growing up in Eastchester and having a sister, my sister Erin graduated in the class of 91, you heard growing up about how great these female athletes were, and you really haven't seen it since then. You've seen it in softball, very talented softball teams at Eastchester, but never basketball, never like this.
One-point lead for Eastchester. Eagles ball, and with the new rules in the last couple of years, the ability to call timeout and advance the ball to the 28-foot hash mark.
I'm not sure if you said 2 timeouts each left for both sides, which is...
If I did, there's no wrong in
repeating
repeating
it, yeah.
because you know that it was said in the huddle quite a bit. Into Petrillo, immediately trapped.
Oh, they're gonna get together. Try and talk him out of it. This is a big spot. If you're gonna give up your call that you were right in front of, let someone else come, and he does. Wow. Terry Byrne has been officiating for a long time. He came in there, he felt certain, he convinced the other official to overturn the call, and he does.
Eastchester maintains control. A steal. Here comes Rosenzweig coasting in for the lay-in. Tuskers take the lead. 25 seconds to go, 46-45. Thrown to Mitchell, puts it up and it lips out. Angelini has the rebound and a foul.
And you almost question why you'd want to advance the ball there. You have an option to do it. And it was just so clustered on that side of the floor, and really the other defender becomes the backcourt, which is exactly where the ball went to when they inbounded. So they inbounded, and it was exactly what Somers wanted. They wanted to push Cassidy Mitchell in towards the back line, the midcourt line, because she couldn't go anywhere. They had her trapped. She lost the ball, goes in for the go-ahead basket.
No fouls to give, timeouts on both sides. Hannah Angelini shooting free throws in an adversarial gym. One-point Somers lead, 17 seconds to go. 1 of 2 for Angelini, and it's a 47-45 lead for Somers. Three straight for the Tuskers. Eastchester ball coming out of the timeout. Another game on Championship Sunday. Going down to the wire.
Eastchester again will elect after the timeout, and Somers got a good look at what Eastchester had planned and will elect to advance the ball to midcourt, which again, it's fine, but just be careful of getting towards half court again. Dangerous. It's going to be a full timeout. My good friend Tony Pincharo checked in. I talked about the Eastchester teams of the 90s. Jen Satriali, of course, another Satriali, a famous name in Eastchester athletics, especially in softball and baseball. Member of that softball team.
Mount Vernon over Scarsdale in overtime. Ossining over Albertus Magnus, taking the lead late in the fourth quarter. Lords over Tappan Zee in Boys A. And now with 17.2 seconds left, Somers 47-45 over Eastchester. You have a future in promotion. It's been a great day.
Did I promote the games well enough so people would attend or watch it online? Because there's only really one of those that benefits me directly.
Is this true?
Hopefully people tuned in and came here.
Do you get a piece of the gate or
No.
views?
I'm lucky I get a seat. I'm lucky I get a parking spot in the back. You know how those are coveted.
Anello to trigger it in. Eastchester does have a timeout. Here's Tehan dribbling, stripped.
Rosenzweig again.
Rosenzweig another steal. 10 seconds to go. Eastchester can't find the ball, and they finally do with 7.4 seconds to go. And Faith Ann Ferguson, the senior, shooting free throws with Somers up by 2. Free throw is good. 3-point game.
Dave, we talked so much about the youngsters on the Somers team, how good this team's going to be in a few years. And it's Rosenzweig, a senior, and now Ferguson, another senior. Trying to close it out. Only 2 seniors on the roster.
Ferguson hits both free throws. Coach Haddam said when Ferguson and Rosenzweig joined the team, they brought leadership and experience and a different touch to the Somers group that had played together in the offseason and during fall leagues. They really completed the roster, and here they are, the only 2 seniors on the roster making plays down the stretch. Four-point game, Eastchester trails. 5 straight points here for Somers in the final minute. Eastchester out of timeouts, and they'll have the ball in the front court. Garcia to trigger it in. Anello finds it, launches a 3. Anello good! 3.9 seconds left. 1-point game. Somers timeout.
Oh.
And in years past, maybe you allow it to play out, but not when you can advance the ball and get it away from the basket you defend.
With the way the ball has been turned over in this game, especially on inbounds plays, anything can happen here. And Somers wisely takes the option of going to midcourt because 3.9 seconds is not a lot of time. Eastchester out of timeouts. So they can advance. They get a foul, like a quick foul.
Another one-possession game at the County Center. A championship Sunday for the ages.
Dave, this has been some day.
Somers, no timeouts left. Angelini, the trigger. It's into Lipsky.
Backcourt violation.
The
Yeah, of
backcourt
course.
violation.
That was a delayed call. And they're not going to put time back on the clock. And the rest are going to get together wisely because she basically caught it and went right into the backcourt. That seemed almost designed. And maybe they just passed the ball and maybe Lipsky got open too quickly. So it's going to stay at 1.6, Dave.
1 point game, Eastchester with a chance. It's in to Gracia, off the backboard, no good. Somers holds on. 49-48. The Tuskers win a gold ball for the first time in school history. Tuskers turn it over with 1.6. No additional time on the clock. And Gracia did her best to find an open look. And Eastchester inches away. Painstakingly close. But Somers, for the first time in school history, win a girls basketball section championship. 49-48. Tuskers over the Eagles on News 12 Varsity.
Somers grinded it out like they've done all season long. They've won games like this. Maybe not like this, but they've won games, close games, down to the wire games. Had to come back second half, and it was the seniors that did it. Danielle DeCintio hit those two key three-pointers in the second half in the fourth quarter. Rosenzweig made that terrific steal at midcourt. Ferguson, the free throws to make it a 4-point game. Anello tried with the dramatics. And then Grecia's shot at the buzzer off the mark. What a day, what a game this was, David. Just 4 fantastic Section 1 championships.
Mount Vernon, Ossining, Lords, Somers, gold ball winners on Championship Sunday.
On March 11th, starting at 5 p.m., watch the best of New Jersey high school basketball battle for the right to be called champions live on Channel 14.
At the buzzer, good!
This doubleheader begins at 5 p.m. with the non-public B finals, followed by the non-public A finals at 7 p.m. Watch the best of New Jersey high school basketball live on the big screen on Optimum Channel, Channel 14.
49-48, a 1-point victory for Somers over Eastchester to claim the Section 1 Class A girls basketball crown. Let's send it down to Kevin Devaney Jr.
Thanks, Dave. Here with Hannah Angelini, the MVP. You're holding an MVP plaque. You're a section champion. How do you describe this moment?
I can't. It's the best feeling in the world. We've worked so hard for this. We've trained for months, practiced for months, and everything has led up to this, and I can't be happier.
Some point in the middle of the third quarter, maybe even early in the fourth, it just seemed like it wasn't going to be your night. How did you guys get through that?
Coach has always stressed when adversity hits, what are you going to do? Are you going to swim or are you going to sink? And we swam. So many people picked it up. Livy Rosenzweig, Jackie Penzo, in the beginning of the third, they got us back into this game. And it was a whole team effort. We just kept our calm, kept our composure, and we got the win. I can't.
Very rarely do I come down for the awards, and I'm not totally sure who the MVP is going to be. For you guys, that was today. you're holding the trophy, but how much of a team effort was this? And again, with the seniors, Rosenzweig and Ferguson, what they did in the fourth.
It's incredible. I can't stress how talented this team is, how much everyone works hard. Like, everyone can do everything on the court. We're all a bunch of athletes, and it's just the whole team effort. I love this team so much.
And I know you probably watched, or you at least followed Ossining beating Albertus, and then you guys got to watch Lords and Tappan Zee. Did you sit there at all and think that you'd be a part of a game like this?
I don't think we thought. We hoped. We knew we had a chance, and now that it's happening, it's the best feeling in the world.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And Angelina, MVP, Dave, back up to you.
For the first time in school history, Somers wins a girls basketball section championship. For our producer, Colby Nelson, and my broadcast partner, Kevin Devaney Jr., I'm David Resnick. Thanks so much for joining us on News 12 Varsity Game Time.